Here's the thing. I still don't know for sure if I've been approved for my new place, but there's a good chance that I was. Hold your celebrations because I do not know for sure. What I do know for sure is either way, a bitch gotta pack up her shit, okay? Because a bitch is definitely leaving this motherfucker. So, what stinks? Is it these? Yes. Yeah, it's like I love these, but they do stink. Like they smell like something I don't like. They don't stink, they just smell like something I don't like. Let me change the water, maybe that'll help. Oof. Hate the smell of this shit every time. Every single time it stinks to me. It still looks cloudy and gross. Whatever. So yeah, my friend let me borrow these like tote bags, which I will use for, I actually don't know what I'll use these for yet. Probably like miscellaneous things, like stuff in my second bedroom, like my hair crates that I have with all my hair stuff. I also have this, but she had multiples of, and so I'll probably use her stuff. But like this is where I'm gonna put my second bathroom materials. So like what's up under the sink and hair care products. And I feel like that'll be a good task for me to start this weekend, and just go by room. You know, I don't want to overwhelm myself, so I'll just start with the bathroom and finish the bathroom before I go anyplace else, because that's my guest bathroom. And the stuff that's in there is, what I use that bathroom for is like to do my hair, and obviously my guests use that bathroom. And so I will pack up all the hair products that I don't use in here. Saying that, I'd be like, if I don't use it, why do I have it? But that's another problem for another day, bitch. I ain't got time to be trying to, you know what I'm saying, address my overconsumption of shit. Hold on. Now there's a nigga on the horizon. I don't know if he's here to stay. Oh, this him. What the hell? If only y'all saw what he just said. No, I'm not kidding. I got a screenshot this. If only y'all saw what he said. Woo! Get out my stuff. Do not know. Girl. It's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all. It's like that. It's like that, y'all. Ooh. It's like that, y'all. Listen, remember I was telling y'all, like, I get spooked when a nigga's trying to take me off the market. Like, I start thinking, like, overly hard. Like, do I really like this nigga? Is this the nigga I want to take me off the market? I don't know if I was talking to y'all about that or if I was talking on live about that. But basically, yeah, like, it gets a little spooky-ooky for me. And I get to questioning whether or not I need to, you know what I'm saying, not do that and wait for the something better, wait for the man to, because one thing about me, I'm gonna find an issue with somebody, okay? And I'm saying that knowing that a nigga can find many issues with me. I'm not over here thinking I'm issueless. Like, I also have issues. But I think being single for so long has like really, hold on. It's really got my mind like, I wanna be with the person I wanna be with and nothing else. You know? Like, I'm so sure of the type of person I wanna be with that I feel like it's a problem almost, because then when I meet a man and he shows me things that I don't like, I can be a little like, I will date them, I will enjoy them, I will romanticize our moment. But if he starts getting serious, I feel like, and this hasn't happened, but in my mind, I feel like there's going to be a hesitancy for me, because I'm gonna be thinking about that shit that I don't like about him, or that shit that I know I wasn't looking for out of my partner. And it's not about perfection, it's about like shit I genuinely like or don't like. You know what I'm saying? There are some things that I just genuinely don't like integral things, you know? Like, I'm a person who loves my privacy. So the idea of being with someone who doesn't care about being private and wants to kind of like, you know, be more showboaty and like, you know, sharing our business and stuff, like that's not really my vibe, you know? But it's like, am I gonna like not be with a man because of that? I don't know. I just don't know. But this is the type of shit I think about every time I start like actually liking somebody or like almost liking somebody, because this is the time to think about that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, is this the type of person who I can see myself with, or is it ain't? Girl, so I bought Pedialyte because I just feel like, listen, the water can only do but so much. Like, if I feel like I'm dehydrated, maybe I need to, you feel? So I bought it, and I got the unflavored kind because I'm not trying to poison myself. I just felt like the flavored kinds, they looked a little poisonous to me. That's me. So I got the unflavored kind, which also is giving poison, but based on the ingredients, it should be all right. I'm just gonna squeeze me a little lemon in that, or a little lime, and go about my business. Yeah, so we gonna start that tomorrow. But man, I was talking to my friend about my move and just like being excited about it, being excited for a new environment, being excited about a new space, and just the excitement around decorating a new place. And like, I have an idea like the vibe I want, and my friend is like so into decor at the moment. Like, she's loving decorating, and so she like started a Pinterest board for me. And yeah, I'm really excited. What I like to do is try to partner with brands that are like house shit, so then I ain't gotta pay for everything, you know what I'm saying? So like Target, where you at? Home Goods, where you at? You feel me? Like Ashley Furniture, where you at? West Elm, where you at? Crate & Barrel, where you at? Like, I need y'all to pick up that phone, because yeah, I need y'all to pick up that phone. I'm gonna try to look up some like smaller furniture brands, or like smaller, like even like my planters. Like, I want some nice planters. Maybe I can try and find like a planter company. I'm gonna have to also get rid of a lot of things because I am moving to a smaller space, and also because the things that I have are not the things that I want in that space. Very similar to New York, like the shit that was in that New York apartment, I didn't want in this apartment. And I feel the same way about these things. Like, not everything, but like for sure I know I don't want my couch. That's gotta go. I have these 2 chairs that I love, but I don't want them in this new space. I think I'm gonna take them, but I don't think I wanna keep them. I'm gonna figure out the chair situation. My second bedroom, like my desk chair, oh, that's what I'm gonna call my brother tomorrow. I think I'm going to have them take that. I'm gonna take that to my stepdad's house and have them keep my desk and my desk chair, because I do love that desk and I love that desk chair. It's like, I don't want to get rid of that type shit. It's a part of, like, the thing about the moving that I'm gonna hate the most is the taking stuff apart just to have to put it back together, like my bed frame. Having to have that taken apart is like, I'm not even ready for that. I'm not ready for that. But I gotta get rid of this, like this kitchen table I know I don't want, the chairs that come with it, even the little stools that I thrifted, like, they gotta go. You and Vicky, like, y'all gotta go. So I'm gonna start like taking pictures and putting it up on Facebook Marketplace. If there's anybody in Atlanta that's watching my YouTube channel and you're interested in something that I've mentioned, let me know, because I can meet you and give you the shit. Well, sell you the shit. Let's get serious. Sell you the shit. So you know. Yeah. Y'all see what I got. You either want it or you damn don't. Also, I was like thinking about like my frames. Like, I want all the same picture frames for my frames. Right now I got black frames, silver frames, brown frames, gold frames, and I didn't put none of my gold frames up because I don't like those gold frames. So yeah, I want to get all the same frames. So even like these frames, maybe I'll keep the black frames. Maybe I'll just stick to black. I don't know. Now that I'm looking at it and I'm thinking about my space that I'll be in, maybe these frames are okay. Not the silver though, for sure. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do all, I really don't know. Forget what I'm talking about right now. I don't know. I do not know, but I do need to figure it out. for sure. But the idea that I had in my head was I wanted all the same color frames for my artwork. So yeah, it's just, this is exciting. But again, I don't even want to think about nothing too much because I still don't know if I got the apartment. I think I'll know by tomorrow though. We'll see. Okay girls, I am going to end the night here and I'll see y'all in the morning when we start taking down that bathroom. All right, bye. And just like that, a nigga ruined it. Boom! Here I go thinking. Here I go thinking, bitch. Like, that's the end of the fucking sentence. Here I go thinking. Shoot, none of the pots I want to use are clean. Nah, I'm about to start getting pissed off out here. I want eggs, and my egg pot ain't clean. Yeah, so I'm in one of those situations where it's like I'm icked to the point of like not being able to be unicked. And yo, like my relationship with God is in a place where it's like I really trust God. I really do. And when something is being made, why does it sound like it's burbling and gurgling? When I feel like it's being made abundantly clear that I should not do something, I don't try to like prove otherwise. Like, let me just try a little harder. Let me just see a little bit more. No. One thing about me, I know when to leave. It's one of my best traits. I know when to leave the function. I know when it's time to go. Like, I'm never gonna overstay my welcome. And even in my relationship with people, I know when it's time to get the fuck. And this is just one of those situations where it's like, I got to go. You know what I mean? Like, you meet somebody, there are things about them that you're not necessarily 1000% on, but you say, guess what? I'm gonna give this an opportunity. I'm gonna allow it to show me, you know what I'm saying, whether or not this is for me or not, you know? Because there's certain things that are not favorable to you because of maybe like a vision you've had for yourself, and if it's rooted, for me, like if it's something about like the physical, I tend to be more lenient about that because people can glow up. You know what I'm saying? I never give a pass about someone's character. You're not getting a pass on that. But when it comes to the physical, it's like, listen, sometimes people look like what they've been through. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people need a little help. And you never know what season you're gonna catch somebody in. So I try not to be too, you know, obviously if I'm not attracted to you, I'm not attracted to you. But there's some people who are attracted to me or who are cute to me, but they're not attractive. Like, you know the ins and outs of all that bullshit. And this was an individual that there were things about him and certain situations he had going on that weren't really things that I saw for myself. But I said, let me just enjoy the time. Because maybe this doesn't have to be my man. Maybe this is just someone who I have a good time with. But the thing about me is, even in the way that I spend my time, it has to be of value. It has to feel like, man, this is what I really want to do. This feels like me. This is reflective of who I am and everything I work to be. It has to make sense. Conversation I had last night with this nigga, it no longer made sense. And it's really unfortunate and crazy. Please hold. It's so crazy the things I'm willing to look past physically. But when it comes to what's going on up here, what's going on here, I can't look past that. I can't just be like, you know, that's not something I can be passive about. This and this, they gotta be right. You know what I'm saying? They have to be right. That's a non-negotiable. Like, ain't no getting around that with me. And man, far too often I'm finding that these guys, like, you know, it's fuck. Last thing I said to Buddy was to Buddy. But last thing I said to him was just like, what a disappointing end. Like, I hate it has to end this way, but I literally can't do this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be able to do this because one of the things, like, I can't share details. I won't share details. But like, one of the things about me is like the type of man that I'm interested in, and I told this to him, like, he's a considerate one. He cares about me, he values what I think, he considers how his actions, his words will affect me. He thinks about me when he makes his decision. He considers me. And the tricky thing is that there are some people that don't feel like they owe you any consideration until you've been in their life for, I don't know, 5-10 years. Like, it's the type of thing where it's like, you know, oh, I just met you last week, why do I have to consider you? And it's not like, I'm not saying, you know, call me before you make decisions. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying for stuff that will have a direct effect on me, consider me. That means communicate. You don't have to make decisions that you think are necessarily going to make me happy. It's about considering the fact that you have asked me to be a part of your world, and you, when making decisions that could affect me, put me in that world with you. You let me know what's up. You call me. You put me on. Like, I'm involved. It's like, it's hard to talk because I can't say exactly what it is, but it's just like, and I feel like specifically dealing with men who are successful, they really don't feel like they need to consider anyone. And I'm not speaking for all men, I'm just speaking for the successful men that I've dated. They are not used to having to communicate in the way that I expect them to communicate, which is to talk to me like an equal, not like somebody who works for you or somebody that you have some kind of transactional relationship with. I am not a passive woman. That's not me. I'm not passive in any way, not in any relationship in my life. Like, none. Not the platonic ones, not the relationship, not the romantic ones, not my familial ones, not my work relationships. Like, I'm not a passive individual. So I'll never just go with whatever the fuck you got going on. I'm never just gonna be okay with situations that are not mine. Like, I want to think about things before I do them. I want to consciously make decisions, not have decisions made for me. And there's something about me having that type of control over my life that I feel like directly challenges what these successful men think they're gonna bring to my life. I think they think that I'm directionless, and like, me being around them, like, this is like the breath of fresh air. And it's like, no, nigga, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, you live your life how you live your life. I live my life how I live my life. And what I find is that there's a lot of intention in how they run their businesses and how they make their money, but not in the way that they take care of their bodies, their mind, or their heart. And it's just like, I am too mature to not recognize that there is no growth in this for me. I will not be challenged in a healthy way in that environment. You know, could I get the bags? Could I get the trips? Could I get the lifestyle? Sure. But I will not grow spiritually. And my whole thing is self-evolution. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am a butterfly, bitch. I'm not trying to be stuck in this motherfucker with you, not taking care of myself. Motherfuckers be having whole health issues, but because they drive a nice whip, we not discussing the health issues. What the hell? It's like, y'all, your shit not prioritized type shit. Y'all, come on, man. Whew. I'm tired, I'm really tired. That's my favorite Nene line. I'm just tired. I'm just really tired. Because I really am. Like, I say, God, can I get a break, please? Back to how this is really reflective of my relationship with God. Like, it's really turned into a joke at this point of just like, you'll know when this is your person. Like, God, I feel like, makes it abundantly clear, and God is all things, all energy in my life, it's everything, you know what I'm saying? How every day works out, that's God. The energy of the day, that's God. Like, how I feel throughout the day, that's God. Like, it's an energy, and it's a force, okay? But I feel like from day one, like, I knew this wasn't my man, and I said that to my homegirl, like, I don't think this is my man, I'm just having a good time. But the whole thing about it is like, It's only a good time if it's not at the expense of your personal growth or your health or, you know, your comfort. Like, otherwise it's not fun. It's not fun for me if I feel like I'm having to revert back or like dim myself or like, you know what I mean? It's like, what is fun? Let's be clear on what fun is, and let's make sure we're actually having fun. And it's not just the fun is, I'm out with this nigga because, bitch, we can find better things to do than just be out with a dude. And, you know, before I ended my phone call with this guy, I told him like, or I was thinking to myself, I was telling my homegirl this, that I was just thinking in my head, because at a certain point in the conversation, I was like, you know, I don't want it to end like this. Like, I had like an outer body experience, and I was just like, what are you fighting for right now? And I realized that I wasn't fighting for him, I was fighting for the experience, the getting cute, the going on dates, the having a nigga on my phone. You know, I enjoyed this person's conversation, so it was like the enjoyment of having conversations with this individual. Like, it was the experience that I was fighting for, not necessarily him. And so it was like, I can release this and now be open to a new relationship with him, which is just friendship. Because I'm one of them, like, we don't have to, like, unless you disrespect me or I feel like you're a horrible person, then I'm cool with just being friends. Like, I'm cool with transitioning a romantic relationship into a friendship. Like, maybe that's how we started, like we were trying to pursue something, but if it didn't work out, let's just be homies. Like, I am so much pro that, it's not even funny. And I know that's not everybody's style, but it's def mine. So this is why I say don't fuck these niggas, because time will reveal whether or not this is the person who you would even want to fuck for real, you know? And let's say I had sex with him before I learned what I learned. Like, it would be tough, because I would still stay with this person because now I fucked him and now I have a different relationship with him and a different connection, and it wouldn't be true to what I actually want. What I actually want is not to be fucking on somebody that's icked me to the point of activity. You feel? Y'all, why am I looking at a post that says that Rich Homie Quan died? Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Man, we gotta get back to the basics for real. For real. Damn. Okay, Top Chilla. I feel like she probably already had a nasty personality and just happened to get famous. I mean, the way Cleo described it, she was a fan. And the thing about that is, I believe that. That's one thing I do believe, because we're not gonna act like Cleo isn't Cleo. Cleo been on the internet being funny and having viral videos for years. So I'm sure as a fellow New Yorker, Ice Spice was familiar with Cleo. And yeah, that's what happens when someone lacks identity and style. They're gonna eat off you, you know? They're gonna start cherry picking your stuff. That's typically what a fan's gonna do. And then act like it never came from you, or do the thing of like, everybody was doing that. Why you think you started that? It's like, bitch, I don't give a fuck if everybody was doing it. You got it from me. You understand what I'm saying? That's my point. It don't matter who else was doing it. I'm saying you got it from me, right?
Wig or your natural hair, and have a booster curl. It's like a 2 Latino and Arab guys or Middle Eastern guys, okay? Now, if you are like a 3, like a short, curly, you're gonna really tend for a rich white guy, a Latino guy. Oh, I also forgot, girl. If you have a short pixie cut or you have finger waves, old black guy girl, I call them the Motowns. That's your lane, girl. Stick with it. Now, oh, and girl, if you have a bob, you attract the gay boys, the bisexuals, and the more submissive men. Ask me about it later, girl. Now, if you're a 4, all natural, wash and go, girl, white, white. Okay? In terms of color, honey blonde goes well with it.
I'm just making stuff up now. There's this relationship coach guy that shows up on my For You page on TikTok, and he was talking about what hairstyles attract which guys. He talking about my kind of hair attracts white men. When I tell you a white man has never, I can count on my hand in my life how many times a white guy has even looked at me. Like, I feel like the first time a white man like actually was like said something, like anything, it was in London. And he wasn't trying to like holla, but he was just like, you're really pretty. And one of his coworkers was like, he likes you. And in that type of stuff, I feel like y'all are joking. Like I'm the butt of the joke or something. It just doesn't feel real to me. Where is, okay. And not because I don't think that I'm what I am, a fine ass, badass bitch. It's just because you don't know what's going on here. You wouldn't know. Kind of hungry, kind of annoyed, kind of just like yuck. So I'm going out for a walk, get some fresh air, get out the house. I didn't leave my house at all yesterday, so I'm gonna get out today. Where's my lip gloss? Yeah, gonna get out today. Later on tonight, I'm gonna leave to do some work. But yeah, this is day 2 of like dealing with the fact that I'm no longer gonna be talking to this dude I thought I would be talking to. And yeah, today my phase is annoyed. Yesterday it was like, and today it's annoyed. So yeah, and I'm annoyed because it's just so stupid. It's so fucking stupid what he's doing. Like he's making himself untalk-toable. Like that's really what it is, self-sabotaging. I just really wanted to like keep getting cute and going out. You know what I mean? Like fuck him, it could be any dude. But it's just like, now you pissed me off because I was looking forward to getting cute. You know what I'm saying? And you blew it, you ruined it. Stupid fuck. Okay, I'm gonna see y'all when I come back. Bye. It is officially like getting cool outside. Like we are transitioning into fall, girls. Can you believe it? I mean, it's September, so makes sense, but where did the summer go? I feel like the summer came and fucking went. Time in general is just fucking moving. I can't believe it's September. My cousin asked us the other day, like, what do you want to do for Thanksgiving? I'm like, well, she asked us this in August. But it was just like, wait, why are we talking about Thanksgiving? Slow down, little mama. I'm making the same thing I had last night. Just a little salmon bowl. Kennedy, you've been in that same set for the last 3 days. You did it. It's called house clothes. Okay, thank you. When you put it on straight out the shower, you do what you want to do. I'm about to get on a virtual call with this moving company because they want to have a tour of my place. I guess to like see the, I've never done this before, but I'm assuming it's to like see the layout of the apartment, see how much stuff they would have to move. I asked my homegirl, what I didn't ask my homegirl was whether or not they did a virtual tour, but I did ask her how much they charge her. She said nothing. So hold on, do I really have to download Zoom? I thought I had Zoom on my phone. Anyway, I'm not even having them move everything because some stuff I'm going to sell, like this table and chairs, like maybe not the couch. Hi.
Oh, okay, great. Hello.
I'm gonna say this again for the 11th time. I just feel like somebody in the back needs to hear this. But girl, please find you somebody that is committed to creating solutions. And it really don't stop at like your romantic relationships. It's just like people in general, the people who you form relationships with. Let them be people who, when needed, they can take the time to think and come up with a solution, because for them, like you, maintaining the relationship, compromising, wanting to be productive in how you all continue is at the forefront of their mind. I think that's the most disappointing thing right now for me with this particular situation I'm going through, which is that I just feel like there was an opportunity for a solution and that's just not how his mind works. And that's enough for me to be like, all right then, you know what I mean? Like, now not only am I turned off, now I'm learning that you're not even the type of guy I like for real. Like, I need a man that's solution-based, because also people who are solution-based specifically when it comes to you, to me, that is a sign that they really give a fuck about y'all's relationship. Like, they just want shit to be right. So they're looking for ways to make it right. They're looking for ways to get y'all back on track, get y'all back wherever y'all need to be. Like, when you see that somebody is like that, that's a good sign. And don't confuse that with someone trying to rush past necessary conversations and, like, you know, people trying to, like, rush your process. Like, if you need to take time away from somebody, I'm not talking about somebody who's trying to, like, speed past your necessary healing. I'm talking about people who you all, you know, you both understand that you don't want to keep fighting. You don't want disruption in y'all's relationship. You know, you just want y'all to get on the same page and, you know, be dedicated to not going through whatever it is that you're going through again. Me and this guy are supposed to talk tonight about what happened, and it's just like, at this point, it's not even so much about the situation now as it is like how you handled the after part. You know, now it's like how you handle the after part. And I don't know if I said this yesterday or if I talked to you about this, but just like, I really do consider this type of stuff God's protection. Even though it puts a pit in my stomach and I be upset and disappointed and annoyed and frustrated and sad sometimes, I still recognize that this is an act of God's protection. Because imagine being so far in the game with this person, or y'all, you know, having experienced each other in a physical way and then being disappointed like this. It'd be 10 times worse, 10,000 times worse. You know, it will really feel horrible, because it feels like, damn, do I even know this person? You know what I mean? Like, fuck, like, this is not who I thought I was dealing with. And I'm always grateful to find stuff out like that before I get in too deep. But the frustrating part is just like, damn, like, who isn't a dumbass? You know what I'm saying? Like, who? No, who, damn it, fuck. Like, at this stage in the game, who is not dumb as fuck? Who's not fumbling bitches? All these dudes that I've met, they've been fumbling girls. And not just me, but like even my friends who I know that are dating, they're also getting fumbled. Like, this is not specific to me. Y'all have even shared with me y'all situations with dudes, and it's like, what's not clicking? Seriously, something is happening. Oh, this sucks for the girls who are genuinely ready for love. Like, I'm ready for love. I'm ready to love on somebody. I know exactly what to do. I swear I do. And every time, I have to deal with the disappointment that the person who I'm talking to doesn't deserve my love. And that shit, while I can appreciate it, it just is so fucking irritating. Like, god damn, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? And the thing about me is, like, once I see it, I can't unsee it. Once I realize that that's what it is, it ain't never gonna be what it ain't. Now that I know this about this individual and how they handle situations like this, and this is how they communicate, I'm just like, gag. Like, this isn't gonna work. I'm looking for someone who's more mature, who's more considerate, you know what I'm saying? Who's less in their ego. Like, can people grow and change? Absolutely. But that's not who you are right now. And I gotta focus on the right now, because baby, this is where we at. We're not in the future, we right now. Who you could grow to be is your business, and it's also up to them. I can't lean on my, you know, vision of who they could be. I have to focus on who they fucking are right here today. And right here today, this individual is all talk, and man, it's just pissing me off, because I wasn't even gonna give this dude the opportunity to even talk to me for real. See, now I'm trying to get this. But I was not even gonna let this nigga talk to me, because I could just tell so much of it was BS. But he consistently, like, was letting me know what his vision was for he and I started allowing myself to just go with it. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Just know that that comes with possible disappointment. And this is why I told him multiple times, like, you gotta stop telling me these things, these, you know, these things that you feel about me so early on, because subconsciously it does create an expectation for you to be exactly who you say you are, and also for you to move like a man who only wants us to go in that direction. This is what I was telling y'all last vlog. And this is, I'm so glad I'm saying this out loud, because when we have this conversation, this is what I'm gonna have to tell him. Like, the type of man who thinks that they've met the love of their life, who thinks that they've met the woman who they want to be with, they are not going to create solutions when necessary. They are not going to take the time and make the effort to think about what they need to do and say to correct a situation. This air of arrogance of like, I don't need to try to convince someone that I'm this, that, and the third is so stinking ugly, because it's not so much about convincing as it is about accepting the fact that we're still getting to know one another. You're not convincing me, you're telling me, you're showing me who you are. Like, you don't have to convince. I'm not questioning who you are as a person. I see who you are. What you could do is help by, in this situation, showing me more of who you are, because this is a situation that's not great. And because it's not great, this motherfucker is like, okay, I'm gonna bow out of this situation. And it's like, so that's what you do when shit is not great? You only show up when things are easy. But when there's some resistance, that to him is a sign of just like, okay, well, I'll see myself out. And it's just like, that's ugly to me. And you know what? Let me help your ass. I'm really tired. I'm really fucking tired. It's also part of the frustration. I'm getting so irritated. Another part of the frustration is it feels so wasteful to discard of people, period. Especially when you meet people who you have chemistry with, who you've formed connection with, who you feel that you can really be comfortable with. Like, that doesn't come too often. And what I realize is that I value that at such a high degree that I have to find a man who values that as well to a high degree. And it doesn't just feel like a reward for his game. Like, I feel like some men look at that as like a reward. Like, yeah, I have her like liking me. I have her, you know what I'm saying, picking up my call. Like, you know, as opposed to, man, I really found this person who I connect with and I like them and I want to spend more time with them and I'm curious about them and what they think and what they do. Like, that's how I feel when I'm around someone. I don't look at it like I made a new man like me. Like, bitch, you know how fucking easy that is? It's just like, the frustrating thing, and I know all you girls get me, you single girls who date men, is that you could do everything. You could be everything, you could be prepared. When I say do everything, I mean show up as yourself, be open-minded, be accepting, and still be met with doo-doo, because this individual that you've met has not done the things you've done to prepare for this moment. And that's why I have to start praying that the man of my dreams has also been preparing himself for me. Because I think I've met men who could be men that I could be with, but they were not prepared for me. They were not prepared in the way that they think, in the way that they communicate, and that's necessary for the type of relationship that I'm looking for. I can't do the like childish ass, toxic ass, you know, game. Not into that, not interested in doing that. It's not me. I just got too much going on to be dealing with yet another, what feels like rejection. It's not rejection, it's protection. He's not rejecting me. The situation is what feels like rejection. It's just like, damn, another one bites the dust. And yeah. Anyway, so my plan for today is to get cute. I'm going to like a little surprise birthday dinner for a friend. So yeah, let's get cute in a little bit. Let's pick out what we're wearing tonight. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I low-key don't even want to go. And not because I don't want to celebrate this friend, but because I'm just not in good spirits. Like, I'm just not. And it's not just because of this situation with this raggedy ass. Whew, there's some names I could call him, but I'm becoming a better woman. It's not just because of this individual. It's also just like everything. I didn't even tell y'all about my stuff. I got family members in the hospital. I got this apartment situation, which has become more complicated than it needs to be. And then this stupid ass nigga doing stupid ass shit, pissing me the fuck off for stupid ass reasons. Like, why? Anyway, you know, I haven't worn this Hanifa dress in a long time. I actually only wore it one time, and it was for a video that I shot in the house. Like, I've never worn it outside. Let me see. Low key, I want to sell all my Hanifa dresses, like on the lowest of keys. Well, I want to sell 2 of them. I have 4 Hanifa dresses, but 2 of them could go for sure, because I don't wear them. This one being one of them. Yeah. And I don't want to wear this right now. Oh shit. What do I want to wear? It is officially chilly outside, so know that. I could do, where's that brown dress? Here it is. Yeah, I think I might do this brown dress. Yeah, it makes sense. Long sleeve brown dress, thin. I can wear it with a cute heel. My toes are done. It's looking like that's what it's gonna be. Kind of want to do something with my hair. I don't want my hair down in this, but I think it's just gonna be down. Like, let's be honest. Like, talk about not having the bandwidth to do shit. I definitely don't have any energy to do something with my hair outside of what you see right now. Seriously. Like, seriously. Oh my gosh. Remember I got on TikTok buying this dress. Maybe I could wear this just to laugh. And I say got because it's just so cheap and not it. Maybe I could wear this. But I feel like I should wear this out. Is it see-through? Is that the situation? I can't remember what. Maybe it just like rides up. It does something weird and annoying. I'll save it. Yeah. I could also do like an outfit. I think also I'm extra annoyed because he's supposed to be calling me and he's just taking his sweet time, and that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, just the lack of consideration. Like, you're not timely, you're not even trying to like offer me any type of comfort. You're just doing whatever the fuck you want to do, and I hate shit like that. Like, I like gentlemen, I like kind guys. I don't play these kind of games. I would not do this to somebody else, so I don't like people doing that shit to me. That'll be the shit that'll really have me like, I don't even like you as a person. Like, you can't even be my friend type shit. Okay, I could do something like this. I have this JW Anderson skirt that I could just wear with a little bralette. And for a jacket, because I will need one eventually. It's not that hot. Where is my green? It must be out there. Oh, yeah, this one. If I do this, I think I would just wear sneakers, maybe? We'll see. But this is a cute little outfit. I just kind of, I'ma see. Let me shower, and then I will see y'all when it's time to get cute. Sorry that I have this attitude, girl. You know how it is. All right, girls. We're dressed. I got dressed on TikTok. Everybody hated the headband. I don't hate the headband. The headband is not that bad. And I'm gonna wear this little bag with it. So, got little Steve Maddens, these jorts, 3 people top, a few pieces of jewelry, and my headband. When I tell you they hated it, they hated it. These jorts are from H&M, FYI. And I'm actually running late. Which is not the intention. Time just got away from me. Time is slipping away from me. Yeah. For real. These 2 and where is my? Took it to the front. Okay, yeah. This is it, girls. I'll see y'all when I come back. Bye. So what it boils down to is this. There are going to be seasons in your life where it feels like you're always going through something. I feel like I'm going through one of those seasons where this year has just felt like it's always something. So much though that I felt the need to like apologize to my friends for like always crying about something. And of course they let me know like, you don't need to apologize and that's what we're here for, and I just thank them for being there right now in this time in my life where I really need them. And I want this message to reach the girls who isolate themselves when they're going through things. I'm one of those girls, and lately I haven't been doing that. I have been making myself go out. Like I almost did not go out tonight because of how agitated and frustrated I am about shit I got going on in my world. But I find that I always feel a little bit better when I'm not consumed with my thoughts, when I put myself in a different environment where I have to think about other people, where I have to be involved in conversations that don't revolve around me. It actually makes me feel better. And when you have good friends, you don't have to worry about whether or not, you know, they're gonna be worried about whether or not you have the best energy or, you know, like my friends within the first 2 minutes of me walking in knew I had something going on. And I told them I'd talk about it later, and we did. And it was necessary, and I'm grateful for the people that I have in my life at this time because I need them. To sum up the situation with me and this guy, my friend asked me like, is there a scenario where he could redeem himself essentially? Like where he could make this right? And I told her, I think he is incapable of doing so because so much of the way that he moves is rooted in his ego. And my frustration is that we didn't even have to do this. I kept saying like, I don't want to do this. And he talked me into this. Like he really wanted me to believe that he was capable of being the man I said I wanted, and proved the exact opposite, which is a blessing in itself to see that, so that I'm not like playing the what ifs games and whatever. But I'm just annoyed because it affects the dynamic, and I still have to be around him for other shit that I got going on. So it's just like, nigga, that's why I just wanted to focus on the one thing. Now we got all this bullshit on it. But honestly, I'm not mad. Grandma not mad. Grandma just hurt. For real. That's a TikTok joke. Some of y'all not gonna get that one. But yeah, grandma not mad, baby. Grandma just hurt. That's it. I got a hangnail that hurts. Ooh. Listen. I'm in one of those situations just literally in every aspect of my life where I have to focus on the things I have control over. Everything else is everything else, but the stuff I have control over, you know, that's the stuff that I can pay attention to. One of my friends whose birthday we were celebrating today, she said something that really stuck with me. We were asking her about just like her birthday wishes and, you know, personal goals and stuff like that. And she shared this story about how, you know, she's been going to the gym and working with the trainer, and she has a personal like goal. And she shared with her trainer that like she's been taking these really long walks. She'll walk for like 5 to 6 miles. She loves to walk. And her trainer said, that's great, but you're walking too much and it's affecting your body goal because you're essentially walking off all your gains. That's what her trainer told her. Meanwhile, I'm like, I feel like I'm getting gains from my walks, but who am I to say? That's the trainer. But whatever. The point of the story is, she said, you can have great intentions for the thing that you're doing, and it could be something you really enjoy doing, but if it's not in alignment with your goal, then you might have to cut it out. And I said, yeah, there's a lot of areas where that can apply, where it's like, what I'm doing is not bad, but it's not in alignment with my personal goals. It's not productive when it comes to achieving those goals. something to think about. Just something to think about, you know. There's definitely areas where I can look into that for sure. My house is nice and clean. I love when my house is nice and clean. Love that. Nice and clean house, you go, girl. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I have. I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. It's late. It's 2. I'm gonna go to bed. My last and final message for today is, you know exactly who you are and you know exactly what you deserve. Don't let anybody play with you. And when God is talking to you, make sure you're listening. Don't play with God. And that's a message to myself too. Like, I know God is talking to me and I'm not gonna question what he's telling me. I'm trying to see if it, let's leave it exactly where it's at. Oh, this is what I want to say too. Sorry, I know I keep coming back to something else, but what I was telling my friend, I was like, the thing that I'm most mad about is that I feel tried. I feel tried because my time was played with and it didn't have to be this way. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't have to be this way. I did not have to do this, and I didn't do anything with this person but give him my time. We've just been talking like a motherfucker. It's just like, nigga, what a waste of time. What a waste of me sharing so much. I feel like niggas is vampires. Like, they just sucking my blood, sucking up my stories, sucking up my juice. Like, you gotta go. I was also telling my friend that I feel like people are so careless with people. Like, they're not going in with the same level of respect for love. Like, if I didn't genuinely have the intention to pursue someone and put in the effort that's required for that person, I would not bother them. I would leave them alone. But men, as I mentioned earlier, I feel like they feel like part of the reward is getting you to say yes to them, hitting you up, calling you, spending time with you. Like, they get something out of that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the man with no ego is the man for me. Truly. I can't take the ego. I really can't. I can't. And I feel like because I see how deep it can get with that ego shit, sometimes it feels like it's gonna be impossible for me to enter into a relationship because I do not know a relationship that's without ego. All right, y'all. I will see you in the next vlog. I hope you enjoyed this one. Like I said, grandma not mad, grandma just hurt. I'm gonna be all right. The grandmama, the baby. I just gotta always remember who I am. Not let my optimism for love be dimmed by these careless men. I just thought about something. Like, I'm so serious about my attempts at finding love, and I'm so serious about wanting love in my life that I take it personal when somebody disturbs that. It's like, don't come in here wasting my time because I'm not playing. Like, when I say I'm looking for I'm really looking for And if you come in here saying you looking for but you move like a nigga that's only interested in blah blah blah, then you guys to get the fuck. Like, don't come around here. This is not the space for you. But I can walk away from this situation and every situation I've ever been in with the clear conscience of knowing I've done everything that I could do and that I stand by my stuff. Also, let me say, this is not about the dude. I hope that I'm not sounding like been out of shape about this particular guy. This nigga is just another one of these niggas. It's more so the situation. You know, I've had a pretty challenging like last couple of weeks, and this just kind of topped it off of just like, you know, just something annoying as fuck happening. That was just out of my control, essentially. It felt like this was just destined to happen, and this is more so like, how do I react to these situations more than anything? Like, this was gonna happen regardless. It's just like, how do I respond? How do I react to these things? And I'm proud of the way that I'm reacting and responding. I truly am. And that's what I can walk away with. I keep coming back because as soon as I leave, I start talking to myself and I'm like turning the camera on. So that's why I had to run back. Anyway, it's Saturday. I might have something to say tomorrow, but if I don't, it's been real. Love you girls, bye. Oh man, like I just had a learning moment. One thing about me, I can tell you when I'm wrong. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. It wasn't always like this, but I say as an adult, I can 1000% admit when I'm wrong about something. So this situation, right, that I was talking about last night. Ooh girl, get it together. Whatever. This situation, right? Today I learned where my ego got in the way. And it was a mixture of ego and fear. And I'll explain it to you. So the situation goes as such. There was basically a situation where somebody who I was talking to told me he was going to do something, and I thought it was a bad idea. And when I was expressing that it was a bad idea, I let him know that I thought the idea was corny. And I know I can be strong when I get passionate about something. I know that it can become very black and white for me, no gray area, no room for a change in perspective. I'm open to perspective, but if I feel very strongly about how I feel, sometimes it's just that. I can admit that. So in this particular situation, the gentleman that I was talking to kind of took that as a sign of like, okay, well, if she thinks that me doing this is corny, then she probably thinks I'm corny. And so we probably shouldn't continue to talk. And he did not vocalize that to me. We just kind of stopped talking. And that's where I got upset, because it was like, communicate, you know what I'm saying? And there's more in the story. I don't need nobody, well, Kennedy, if he told you, well, Kennedy, if you said that, please, girl, because you don't even damn know. I'm telling you a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You're not getting the whole, you feel? So please, Lord Jesus, because you know somebody then open up their keyboard to please, seriously, I do not need any help. So Pop, basically, we had a conversation today, and he told me that when I was expressing how I felt about the decision he was gonna make, it almost felt like I was more concerned with how it would make me look. And I said, ooh, you got me there. Here's the thing. The day that we had that conversation, I called my homegirl and my homeboy, and I told them that at a certain point in our conversation where this we'll call it a blow up happened, even though it wasn't a blow up, I'm just using that so then you know this is like the main conversation. When that main conversation, that blow up happened, I called two of my friends and told them that at a certain point, I realized that I was projecting my own embarrassment onto him. That this was something he was not embarrassed about, it was mine. And I realized I had to stop. I said that to them the day of the conversation. Never said it to him, but I said it to my friends. So already I'm doing the thing that I'm mad at him about not communicating, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think I even felt like I needed to communicate that to him because I didn't think that it mattered. But it does, because it offers him perspective into why I'm thinking the way that I'm thinking. And also, so anyway, in this conversation today, I realized that, and I've shared this before, but like, I grew up in somewhat of a dream killer house. You have a dream, it's gonna get killed. I wanted to be a singer. I sang for my mom. She laughed at me, dream killed. I wanted to be on Zoom. I wanted to be on television. I was ready to be an actress early, 8 years old. I'm ready. I want to be on Zoom. I drew a picture because at the end of the Zoom theme song, they put their P.O. box for you to send in fan mail. And I sent in mail, and it was me asking to be on the show. I drew a picture of the whole cast, and I drew me on the end. And I gave it to my mom to send to them. It was in the trash by the end of the day. There's so many instances like that where like I can laugh at that, like those stories are kind of funny to me, but also it did do something to me where it felt like my dreams will be laughed at. Me stepping out and saying I want to do something, I will be laughed at. It made me feel ultra vulnerable, and the fear of being laughed at has stopped me from pursuing certain things and doing certain things. Like I have like incredible stage fright, and it's mostly because I have this thing in my brain that's like, people are, what I'm saying to them is they don't care, I'm a joke. Like, and that's not all the time, but most of the time, that's kind of how I feel. And just like watching people watch me, waiting to hear what I'm gonna say, makes me so uncomfortable. Like a large group of people, I just be like, girl, I just can't do it. I've always said when people be like, Kennedy, you should just stand up. I'm like, bitch, I'm either gonna cry or I'm gonna just be laughing, cause I can't And so I really had to be honest with the fact that like, yo, this nigga is right. That is the vibe. That was the vibe. That was true. And outside of anything else, like when it comes to relationship building with me, like it's friendship first. And there has to be respect and honesty. And I feel like this was necessary for us, whether we continue to speak romantically or it just remains platonic. It was important for us to go through this because in this conversation that we had today, we were able to get to the root of that blow up. And he understood me better and I understood him better. And now we can move forward without that on us. We both apologized for the roles that we played in our situation. And I feel so much better because now I know where he's coming from and vice versa. And let this be a sign to whomever needs to hear it to communicate, have that conversation. The conversation didn't start easy. We was like, you know, he was saying what he was saying, I was saying what I was saying, but we eventually got there because we were committed to hearing each other. And yeah, have the conversation. So yeah, what can you do? I'm an imperfect girl, bitch. I'm an imperfect girl. I'm living, learning, and loving, ho. You feel me? I'm living, learning, and loving. But yeah, I did tell him that the spirit of what he's doing, I 1000% support and relate to. The idea itself, I still don't think is the best idea. And I told him that and he was laughing. It's like, I still think there are better ideas. However, the spirit behind why you're doing it, the spirit behind your ability to do it, I'm with all the way. And he needed to hear that and I needed to say that. And we're in a better place because of it. So if your goal is to make strong connections and maintain them, it is 1000% necessary for you to be able to remove your own ego and be vulnerable enough to be honest and able to communicate, even if it means that you have to stand in the fact that you did something wrong or did something that is actually not reflective of who you think you are. Sometimes, bitch, you gotta get in front of that mirror and say, oh, okay, got it, click. You know, like, okay, there was learning that needed to be had in that moment. And for me in the future, what I get from this is that sometimes it's best to just let people have their dream. You don't have to think that it's the best idea. You don't have to agree with it. Sometimes you just support. In that moment, I didn't need to put myself in his shoes and think about how it would make me feel if I did it. I needed to just hear him and support him. And yeah, I feel much better. Anyway, I'm about to go live and tell the girls on live too because yeah. Yo, one thing about me, I am not too nothing to learn, to start over, to be humbled, okay? I'm not. Like, it happens and it's necessary for growth. And in order for me to like evolve and be a better person to people that are in my life and new people that'll come into my life, I have to have these experiences and I have to be honest about my role in certain situations. And I'm actually really grateful for it, truly. So, yeah. Love me or hate me is still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then if you hate me, then okay, I'll see you girls later. I don't know if I'll be back later. I'm meeting up with my homegirl later, but if I'm back, then I'll see y'all. If not, love you much. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. You can still vote for me on Sephora's whatchamabate and make a testimonial. I would 1000% appreciate that. So yeah, love you much. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.